What's up, people? Back again. I made that video the other day where I shared that little picture of the flat earth and the people sailing off the edge. And I brought up Archimedes, but I forgot to get around to the point of that. Kind of spaced it and sounded kind of irrelevant. I brought up Archimedes because he's an ancient Greek philosopher, genius mathematician, and geometrician. But of course, more than just studying circles, he was studying spherical geometry, and of course, back then they would have been studying gyroscopic precession, or the Platonic year, which the outer bulge of the Earth spins one direction, which is based on a 24 hours, and then the top spins backwards, and it's scale invariant to our heartbeat. It's 72 beats per minute. It takes 72 years to go one degree or 1 day. So that's kind of why I was bringing up Archimedes, the ancient Greeks, and of course they learned from Alexandria and ancient Egypt and all that stuff, that they knew the world was round, and it's more of a secular thing. People outside of the mystery schools and the churches that thought the world was flat. So yeah, when I started studying, really got into philosophy and stuff, I really wanted to know what it meant to know yourself, because that was like what the supposed wisest person back then knew, was himself. And I think I covered everything as far as how the imperial system is relevant to our body and the scale invariance of the sun and all these different things, why we call our children sons. When I talked about our hands and the bones in our hands and the Pythagorean octaves, and that scale invariant harmony that I talk about, where you're adding the zeros. Think of those three-dimensionally as spheres, and the silent music that Pythagoras was talking about in the harmony of the spheres. That's what that's about. When you take a number like 4,320 and then you add two more circles or spheres to it, and you get the radius of the sun. And speaking of a radius, there's a reason why our bones in our forearm are called radius staffs of Ra, charged with brightness, and our hands. I mean, once you start to get it, you get that it's a mathematical thing and a relation to it between our body and the sun as a anthropomorphication of the sun on Earth, and you kind of start to get what it means. It sounds kind of nuts, but yeah, like I said in all my other videos, you can take your heartbeat and your hands and your digits and your minute digits and your spine, and then start playing that silent music with the harmony of the spheres, and you get all of the sacred numbers and the sacred geometry, or the earth measurements, and it's really cool. Yeah. So I think when you look back, we have stories of the Great Flood, but the Egyptians knew of many more catastrophes that had happened to mankind, 3 or 4 biblical type floods and other events. And I've talked about in my Halloween videos about how a lot of them had to do with debris from comet impacts and such. The core of this knowledge is left to us so that when catastrophe strikes, somebody could bring it back alive again. so that we could circumnavigate the globe and be pioneers and spread our seed across the earth and climb the cosmic ladder, you know. Inside of some of the Freemason Lodge, they tell stories of previous civilizations of mankind making it to the moon and trying to maybe go there as an ark while the earth was going through cataclysms. Some of the Grail Knights speak about it. Those guys are charged with keeping this knowledge alive of the cosmic tempo of time and space and how it correlates with our bodies and catastrophes and all that kind of stuff. Inside of that wheel of the Platonic year, there were ages, and those ages they correspond with the degrees in a cube and the diameter of the moon, which is 2160. So each age of the zodiac is 2,160 years, and in each one of those there's a generational, an organizational, and a destructional age, and another generational, organizational, and destructional age, and it's tied into cosmic events that happen. And there's like a flow and a pattern, and I think modern science might dismiss a lot of that, but there's a really good researcher named Randall Carlson, which I haven't seen all of he's got a documentary that he put out. It's like a 10-hour long DVD. I haven't got a chance to see it, but I've caught a few of his videos, and man, he really touches on a lot of the same stuff I talk about. And there's a few guys on YouTube. There's a guy named Marty Leeds that really gets into the piety and the numerical equations and stuff like that, and he gets deep with it, into the language and all kinds of stuff. There's some cool researchers out there that are kind of tapping into that ancient knowledge that way. But anyways, just getting out here to cool off a little bit. It's a nice overcast, cloudy, cool evening. Got the Delta breeze rolling in. But I'm about done. I think I'm going to go inside and hit it. One love, people. Be blessed. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I like sharing stuff, so stuff that fascinates me that might drive my wife crazy. Or my friends look at me like, what, dude? But anyways, have a good day. Be blessed. One love wherever you are. Peace.